a lot of Italians because I made what I like to call real pasta tonight, and it was Cajun, so it was real spicy, and so it was
Ah,
good. It was good.
that sounds delicious. That sounds very
Yeah.
good. I wish I had me some. Um, well, we're back.
What
Like
up?
we never left, y'all. What's up? Welcome back to episode 39. Check us out of Don't
Check
Listen
us
to
out.
Me podcast. Oh, I'm on a little tilt today, but that's okay. I'm gonna keep it.
What wrong?
No, I'm like my little, because I got a new thing. Let me see if it'll.
Oh, I like the little plant over there to the right, to the
Thank you,
right,
thank you.
to the
All
left,
right.
to the
All
left.
right. Okay, well, anyway, I am one of your hosts, Lo.
And I'm Alnisa. I almost forgot who I was.
We're blood sisters, and we're just going to talk a little bit about whatever we want to talk about tonight, like we do every Thursday around 8:30. Hopefully, you all chime in. Uh, the name of today's episode is Backstabbers, smiling in your face all the time. They want to take your place, the Backstabbers. So yeah, that's
Y'all know
that's
that's my go-to dance right there. Bam,
get it.
bam.
Wow. In a nutshell, first things first, y'all better get your cup and what? Fill it up. What you drinking, sis?
Yeah, what am I drinking? I was already drinking because I had to drink with my pasta. So,
He be feeding me pasta and lobster.
hey, you own it. You trendy.
I'm on.
Okay. Who seen that? Come
No
on, tell
clue.
me. Oh,
No
dang. I was
clue.
hoping you knew. Hold
Couldn't tell
on.
you if my life depended on it, sis. I'm so sorry. But God,
Shoot.
you heard? Okay.
We really don't know. We got to figure it out. I'm going to
I
write that down.
haven't a
I know that
clue.
just that one, he be feeding me pasta and lobster. That's all I know.
Got a white boy
Yeah.
on my roster. He be feeding me
Yes,
pasta.
that's
Where
right. That's
is
it.
Walla at when we need him?
That's exactly who we need. My brother Waller. Because he would
Okay.
know.
Yeah, he
Either
know.
way, he'll chime in at some point and we will ask him that
Okay.
question.
What you drinking?
What am I drinking? I'm having a little wardrobe malfunction here, but
That's okay. That's
either
okay.
way,
I
I'm
like
just
that
gonna have to
top. It's
roll up my
cute.
sleeve. I'm just gonna have to roll them up because it ain't working right.
All
Can't
right.
button it. I'm gonna have. We got to
Look,
get down and dirty tonight. Okay, let's just roll
it's
it
your
up.
thing. It's your thing. Do what you want to do, sis. Okay.
Okay, I am drinking Cupcake Vineyards Rosé. Now that's not what I've been drinking so far tonight, but that's what I'm about to open up. Can you see that?
You gotta put your hand behind it like the influencers do.
Oh,
I
oh,
don't know
that's
if
how
that
you
really
do it,
works.
like behind.
Sometimes they do it. That's what they
Oh, that does.
do. I don't know if it works or not. But yeah, okay, yeah,
That
rose.
does work. Okay.
Okay, rose all day.
Rosé all day is let's see. Oh, it's 12%.
It meets the minimum requirements. Wonderful. I'm back
Wonderful.
on, y'all. I done had me a time to. I really have had a time this whole week, so I just needed something. This is like my this
Phil.
this type of wine is what I call like the chicken rice and gravy of wine for me. It's comfort
Oh,
food.
comfort. So you got comfort wine.
I
Of
got comfort
course.
wine.
Of
It's
course you do.
always gonna be jam jar for me. Sweet Shiraz. They have multiple flavors, and we're supposed to be going to see our mom preach this weekend, and I'm gonna try to stock up because
Oh
that
yeah,
liquor
because that
store
liquor
out,
store over there by her, we got to
they
go
have like
together.
all yeah, okay.
All the flavors,
They have
right?
like 4 or 5 different flavors, so I'm gonna try to stock up.
Oh, you
See what
got
I
a
need to
twist top
get.
too. Okay, I got a twist.
Okay,
You know what?
no fuss, no mess.
I heard somebody today say, "Oh, we'll toast it and I'll tell you who I heard say." I literally said I heard somebody say like it was a conversation that I was having with somebody, but I I remember exactly where I heard it from. We'll talk about it in a minute. Let's pour up
Okay.
and um, get a toast on.
Cheers to what we toasting to today, sis.
Oh, life. life, health, strength, and just the Lord Jesus being good to us because He's merciful, ain't He? Ha,
Hey,
Saba.
Abashata.
Whew.
All right. Cheers
Come
to
on now.
that. My God.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
Just the right temperature. Perfect.
So, woo. I needed that.
Shawoo. Shawoo. I like that,
So,
sis.
woo. Hoo, 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 hoo.
Shawoo.
Mm,
That's
mm.
new. Well, tell me what you was about to say. You heard somebody talking
Oh,
about
yeah.
something.
Okay, so I guess I might as well go ahead and tell you what I've been up to, right? Because I it's just been, and I don't like to like sound like I'm complaining about like work and things like that, although I would love to hit the lottery and be a retired stay-at-home mom and just be traveling and out here in these streets. That's not my lifestyle.
That's okay.
Until I get there, um, the way I cope is with, coming home, cooking a nice meal like pasta. I ain't do the lobster,
It's okay.
but it was pasta. And I just decided, I'm gonna work out and I'm gonna eat what I want. That's
Ooh,
just that's
perfect.
just that's just what I'm gonna do because I'm a grown woman and I can do that, right? Who gonna stop me? And so this week I actually used to do this some time ago, and I don't know if I've done this in a while, but I used to revert back to like just old series and old episodes that I knew would just like get me like right. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and I've been seeing circulating on social media all the hype. You won't even realize. You probably were you born? Yeah, you were born, but you were like a couple years old. Living Single just made their
30
it was 30
years.
years.
I
I was 12
heard.
years old when Living Single
That's
came out.
amazing.
But I remember watching that show and I probably only watched it maybe like real time or when it would come on like reruns and didn't really I don't know any other shows to pick from. But I've been watching Living Single, and let me tell you, every night I've been in here cackling and
Really? It's
just the
on Hulu?
it's on Max. They changed
HBO
HBO from
Max. Oh,
it's
nice.
Max now. It's on Max, and I have been in here having me a good time
That's a good
watching
one.
Living Single.
That's a
And
good one.
I know this isn't on topic, but have you ever watched Living Single?
Yeah, girl, yes.
Okay,
I
I know you
have.
young. I be thinking I don't know.
I ain't that young. I feel
Who
like I watched it in real time too, but I've watched some episodes, rewatched it as I've gotten
Yes, older.
older.
Okay. Yeah. So, not you're not okay. Anyway, so
Oh.
who do you think you would more like? Who would be your character in Living
I've
Single?
actually thought about this.
Have you?
I've thought about this before, and okay, so let's go through the list. So we got
Khadijah.
I was yeah, we're gonna start
Okay.
with Khadijah. You're right. Khadijah, played by Queen Latifah, she is the cornerstone of this entire show. She's a businesswoman.
Hmm.
She's like the level-headed one,
She's an
kind of funny
entrepreneur, right?
entrepreneur,
Hmm.
real cool, real chill, cool with all the girls, cool with all the guys. She had guy drama, but
Yeah.
it wasn't like the center focus of her
Hmm.
story.
Hmm.
Okay, then we got Sinclair. I'll say Sinclair next because Sinclair is Khadijah's cousin from out of
Cousin.
town.
Yeah.
She's the quirky, very flower child, goofy.
Yes.
I don't know what
Flower child.
she worked. Didn't she work at Flavor
She worked
Magazine
at
at one
Flavor
point?
and she was just screwing up, honey.
Just messing everything up. Her and Overton's love story is so
Oh
sweet.
God. Right.
I actually they're my favorite, one of my favorite black couples
Oh
from 90s.
really?
Yeah, because it was just so not
Oh
problematic. At least as much as I can
yeah.
remember, like it just was just innocent, adorable, and cute.
Right. You're
Then we
right.
got everybody's fave, Maxine Shaw, who is a
Oh,
vampire in real life because she literally looks the exact same
exact same. Gain no
30
weight,
years
nothing.
later. She looks incredible. She is a lawyer, but she's a public defender, so she's not like rich, wealthy. She's a lawyer. She's a boss. She's absolutely out of her mind crazy.
Stepping in those suits. Come on,
Yes,
baby.
she doesn't like she doesn't like the fact that she loves love, but she does love
Yes, she
love.
does
But
love
she hates that she
love.
loves love. And then we got our good sis Regine, who
Regine.
is fashion, glam, aesthetic. She's giving hair, face, body,
Flash.
fit, lashes,
Everything.
nails, femininity. I mean, she's just
Mhm.
fabulous.
Yes.
That
I'm glad
being
you broke. You
said,
did a great job, sis.
thank
You
you,
did a great
sis.
job. You did a great job.
Thank you, sis. That being said, I can see parts of myself in all of them, but
I knew you was gonna do that. I knew you
I
was gonna do that. That's
think
how I feel.
I can see parts, but if I had to choose just one, I don't know if I'm seeing myself the right way, but if I had to choose one, ah, it's gonna have to be Maxine Shaw, I think. I don't know who else. It's definitely not the overly feminine Regine. It's definitely not the hyper flower child, even though I can see myself in Sinclair. But I feel like it's between Khadijah or Maxine. And I say Maxine because as much as I love and respect entrepreneurs, and I always gonna have a side hustle, baby. But I really do like the idea of just working in your passion, finding passion in your work and working it that way. And I feel like I've had, a similar like I love love, but I hate that I love love. It's just, but then of course I'm a sucker for love in the end.
Child, I'm married and I hate that I love love. Okay.
So okay, so now with that, what do you agree with who I'm saying, and then you
Absolutely the
tell
same.
you the
100%. I think
you say the same. Okay,
as I'm not even kidding you. I'm not even BSing you. I say the exact same. I do feel like between Maxine and Khadijah, because Khadijah
yeah,
does a lot of, trying to talk the crew out off of a ledge, like
yes,
no, trying to talk like some sense into them. You better than this, no, blah 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 blah.
yeah.
But then Maxine is just that boss, and she like, you know what? We gonna do this, and this, and it is what it is,
If
baby.
okay, if we fall off a cliff, we falling off together. And I think yeah,
Together, I can
especially in a
respect
group.
that.
Me too, especially in a group setting.
Hmm.
I might be more Khadijah in my own personal time, like,
Right,
but
that's good.
in a girl group setting, I feel like if there's a if there's a hothead decision to be made, I'm gonna make that hothead decision because I
I
got
love me some
okay,
Maxine, baby.
me and my girls.
I think she's my
She is.
favorite character, and I thrive. Like I'm like
Oh, hey,
vicariously. Hi, cousin.
you know what?
You,
Wayne's brothers, you're bringing up a good point because I think Wayne's brothers is a little bit underrated.
it's
What do y'all
definitely
think?
underrated. Oh my
They
god,
don't be in the
ho-
conversation enough.
Nadi be watching Wayans brothers to this day. Oh, she knows all them shows, and she be mad at her friends because they don't be knowing the shows. But let me just tell
This
you what
child is
I just.
40 years
Oh,
old.
she is. She watched. This is what she watched in the morning on her way on getting ready for school. The Wayans brothers, Martin or Bernie Mac. Every single morning, she rewatches the same episodes over and over again, or the
Look,
series, I'll say, right? And she will tell you that she's probably watched the same series of all of those like 10 times. Well, I sent her a message today because I started rewatching the Living Single series, and it was a meme on social media that said people that rewatch the same shows that they've already watched 10 times plus are people that have high anxieties and they just watch
to
those shows over and over because they already
soothe, like
know what's
self-soothing.
gonna happen, and they know that those
Mm,
shows are going to be good, and they're gonna laugh and they're gonna enjoy them. And I sent that over to
okay.
Nadi today, like, this is us. Hey sis. I'm just let
Yeah.
y'all know I'm two glasses in, so watch me.
I'm gonna watch you, sis. No, that is a really good point. So, yeah. So you're
I definitely think I'm
Maxine
Maxine
Khadijah
and
hybrid,
Khadijah.
and I agree. I agree too. But I
Yeah.
have I definitely have my regime moments where I'm
And
like,
yes,
look, we in Miami. Ooh, I'm regime. I'm a girl.
and Sinclair. I
I
be just cracking up like Sinclair.
she
I
is
would have thought the same thing, baby.
Sinclair is the Rose. If this were the Golden Girls, her
She's
character is Rose.
absolutely the
It's
Rose.
so cute.
Putting that together.
That's another one to
Oh, I'm gonna start watching that next after I finish this
you
whole
got to
series. I'm gonna
I'm gonna
start
have
watching the
to
Golden Girls because
uh,
Haley be killing it with them daggone girl. She used to be killing it with them Golden Girls.
really
I remember her always talking about the Golden. Was it Haley or
probably I just don't remember.
Niecy? One of them. One of them.
That is hilarious.
I love
Okay,
both, but either way,
I
that
love
was
that.
off topic. So we're gonna get on topic
But
now.
good topic.
How was
Okay.
your week, sis? Tell me about your week.
It's been good. It's been good. So Sunday, things took a turn, and I was with my best friend and another close friend, and we were at Haley's pool. First of all, Haley and I were. She hit me like, okay, let's go to brunch. We had big plans to go to this really cute brunch, and then I was like, let's just recalibrate and see where where we really want to go. She like Waffle House. I'm like, of course. I'm never
Oh,
gonna
that's
say no to Waffle House. So
so fun.
we go to Waffle House. Then we're looking around for lychee martinis because I had just bought some Tito's and I was like, let's find some lychee cans of
Where do
canned
you
lychees.
find those?
I, I was looking on Google. It should just be like it's canned fruit in the grocery store, but none of them had it. So she's like, Lauren, let's just
Hmm.
go to the restaurant that we know that we like to get them.
Mhm.
So we
Mhm.
ended up
Mhm.
going to that restaurant in West Midtown. We're like, okay, we'll have two martinis. Two martinis turned into way too many drinks. Then Haley's like, bet, come to my house. Let's go to the pool. So
Pool party. Pool
we're
party.
already not sober, okay? Then we go to the
Not sober.
pool. We're not sober. Go to the pool. We're there drinking a little bit more. Go back to her house. Continue to drink. We're playing Uno, playing this game called We're Not Really Strangers. Play multiple rounds of Uno on the patio. I mean, her home is gorgeous.
She's
Obviously, she
luxurious.
has
Luxurious.
the best
Condo.
views.
High
Yes.
rise. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's not easy to leave already just
Right.
because of how gorgeous it is and how comfortable and how great the views are.
Yes. And she
But
has it
then,
so decked out. It's so beautiful.
yes. But
Yeah.
then on top of that, we're go down to get pizza. Then we come up,
Down to the mellow mushroom. Oh, y'all was having
girl.
y'all a good old time.
Went down, had some pizza and
Oh, that's a good
wings.
time.
Keep
Oh, that's a
playing and
good
drinking.
time.
I got an actual cold, I was sick, not sick, hungover, like sneezing, stuffy, fever Monday. My body was like, you, ma'am, do not need to
Need
drink
to sit
things
down.
like that. And okay. So I was like, all right, cool. So I'm completely sick. I was supposed to have a root canal on Monday. I was so sick that I was like, I actually can't do that. So got that no show fee
Yeah, I
added
was
to
about
my
to say they charged you a no-show fee, didn't they?
had the
You
root canal
no-showed it.
today. I had the root canal today, y'all. I just got the feeling back in my face 30 minutes ago. Just
Mm.
got the feeling back in out this side was giving
You
this.
probably you didn't eat, did you? Because you be chewing on your jaw. Like,
I no,
no,
I did eat some waffle fries, but
on
I
that
was eating
side.
on this side and I kept it right there.
Mm.
But yeah, it's giving what it needs to give
How I
now.
feel? You feel okay? What you feel
It
like?
feels good. They gave me some like ibuprofen and stuff. I took some when I first left, but I was like, okay, I knew that I wanted to drink my little glass of wine. So I haven't taken any
You're
more
being
medicine.
responsible. You're being responsible,
Yeah,
sis.
and also I'm just like not a huge medicine
You're
person. I
not.
told y'all about that one
No.
time they
Mm-mm.
prescribed me pain pills and I had to call my sister.
Yep.
It was like, I think I'm too high. I feel like this isn't natural. I think I need help actually off of
Poor
one pill.
baby. Poor baby. Yeah,
So
she was
yeah,
delusional.
I just take it easy. I take it
Yeah.
easy, but they gave me antibiotics and like a prescription mouthwash. So I'll take
Okay.
that just to make sure no infections or anything. But yeah, I guess that's the biggest news for my week. Yeah,
Glad you're
that's pretty
doing
much it.
okay, sis.
Yeah, thanks,
Glad
sis.
you had a,
How's your week? What's
you
been
know,
going on with you?
same old ish, just a different day. That's all I got. That's it. That's all.
Literally nothing else.
It's been a week.
Okay, well,
That's why if I told y'all the truth about how many glasses of wine, you'd be like, okay, well, we know it ain't been that too many more, but
and
I'll
that's
keep it at two.
hmm, it's your business first and foremost. All right, y'all. Sis, can
Let's
we
start this
tell
off.
the people what it is that we're talking about today? Y'all know the
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
title,
yeah, yeah.
Backstabbers. We're talking about it. I want you, everybody in the chat, all two of y'all, chime in.
We appreciate y'all,
Yes, where there's
sis, cuz.
listen, where there's two or three, but God is in the midst. Eesh.
Ah,
Y'all don't play with this. Y'all don't know. God is here. He's in the room
woo,
first and foremost.
always.
So we need all. I said all that to say we need all hands on deck. We need everybody to give us, y'all experience. Let us know what y'all think. If y'all say, Lo, what you said is crazy. Now don't say that no more. All right, I'm gonna hear y'all
No,
out.
don't say that no more. I'm gonna hear y'all
Okay.
out.
And then if you got to say what you got to say, we need to know. We want everybody to tell y'all
Yeah,
business
we
because
need to
I'm telling
keep us
mine.
straight. Keep us straight,
Yeah, keep it
okay?
straight. Okay, so sis,
Okay, but
let us
no,
know
the first thing I want to talk
what.
about for real, just real quick. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but have y'all been keeping up with this whole Donald Trump charges? Y'all know he was in Atlanta.
Child.
Y'all
He
know he was
just
in
got
Atlanta.
in. I think he just got here.
And he took his mugshot and he bailed out on $200,000 already, and he's back on the plane, honey.
Woo! What?
Him
We
is back.
we
Him is
in,
back.
we out.
We out. He is
Did Plies
20 minutes.
now? Did Plies take the mugshot photo? Because I know he had.
Listen,
I had saw it when he had got his camera and everything.
I wish he would have, because it would have been longer than 20 minutes. It would have been longer than 20 minutes. It probably would have been all night. And y'all,
Oh
the
my
celebrities is
gosh!
acting out. Quavo posted,
I
I
saw.
just saw Donald Trump in Magic City. Now they just had a shooting at Magic City a couple of days ago, so
No, was everybody
don't go down
okay?
there, child. Atlanta is not a real place. I just want you to know
I
that
hope nobody was hurt. I did not hear
they
about
had a
that.
whole first. Okay, let's back up. I'm going to just
Okay.
tell you about this real
Mm.
quick. There was apparently it's on the video. It's videotape. There was an accident by Magic City, literally by the Magic City parking lot, right?
Like a car
Who
accident?
a car accident. Whoever got out the car, I don't know what transpired, but the guy who's behind the car accident on this side is filming it, and the people get into an argument, and all of a sudden you hear wow, 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 wow. Somebody start shooting. Do you think the guy that's filming it got scared or pulled off or anything? He's like,
Didn't
yo,
flinch.
didn't flinch. He's like, yo, he's telling the guy who's about to drive off, not the guy who's shooting. He's like, hey, homie, get your this is hey homie, go get your phone. Go get your
Why?
the
Go get your
nigga dropped his
phone.
phone when he was running from the gunshot, and the guy filming it tells him to go get
Go
his
back
phone.
and get. You're
Guess
right.
what?
Atlanta
Guess
is.
what? Guess
I
what?
think
Guess
it's
what?
time.
Atlanta police is looking for leads, and they looking for the suspects in the shooting that just took place down at the Magic City because of the car accident yesterday.
But no one was hurt though.
Nobody was hurt, but
Okay.
you see, literally you hear the gunshots, and I'm like, this dude is not flinching, but instead he's
Wow.
telling the guy to go
Go
get
get your
your
phone. Oh
phone.
well, what a time to
Uh,
be alive,
what a
y'all.
time to
What
be
a
alive.
time to be alive.
So either way, Quavo said that he
Ooh.
saw Donald Trump down at the Magic City, and but I don't think Flies was the
Photographer?
photographer.
Okay, well maybe next time.
He did have his equipment ready. He showed us.
Yeah.
But let me tell y'all something about Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Willis.
Mm-hmm.
This is the same DA that charged the what is it? YSL,
Young
what's
Thug
Young
and
Thug
all of them. Yeah, I heard she
on
is out
racketeering.
here.
She a
Ooh,
black
this
woman.
the
She the
same
first
thing. The RICO charge. It's a RICO charge from what I understand against Trump and his gang.
whole gang, and they had all of their mugshots, and they said that she said that she was allowing them to turn themselves in volunteeringly by tomorrow, and Donald Trump was the last person to turn himself in today. All of them turned themselves in this week, but when I tell
Girl,
you, it has been. First of all, let me just I got some notes here because Donnie T Donnie T Donnie
where
T
he
is
cutting up?
first of all, before this even transpired, he he literally was at a rally or something talking about Fannie Willis, and he said to everyone that I have this young racist saying that I, tried to overturn the election. Apparently, she's racist, and she was caught having an affair with a head gang member, and that's he just
He's
be
crazy.
he
He's so
just
he is crazy,
he
y'all.
just be where does he
He
be getting
just
this
said that.
information from? He
That man
just
is
be
crazy.
making up stuff. And here we go, weeks later, he done
Wait, I'm sorry. I just
where his girlfriend would have found
about
his phone if he
the
left it
dude.
behind.
This is so. I'm sorry, not to derail the conversation. The dude talking about get your phone after just being shot.
Oh, we back there. Okay,
I'm
his
sorry.
phone. You said his phone.
His
His
girlfriend would have.
girlfriend would have
This
found
is
the
funny to
phone.
me because I just, okay.
I was
I'm
thinking
promise.
the
I'm
police, but yes,
no
the
the the
girlfriend, and she wouldn't have believed him. She wouldn't have believed him.
I'm not we're not gonna get too far off, but I have to say, like, I've been on TikTok and Instagram on those like doodle pages. It'll be like doodles and animations of people acting out
Mhm.
certain things. And there was this one of this couple where the guy has a stab wound. It's like a doodle of a guy coming like, oh, I just been stabbed. I need help. And the girl was like, "Oh my God, okay, give me your phone." He said, "Huh?" She's like, "Give me your phone so I can call the cops." He's like, "Why do you need to call the cops?" She's like, "Cause you're stabbed." He was like, she, and they go back and forth. He was like, "No, I've not been stabbed. I'm perfectly okay. I don't need you to
Shut
use my phone."
up! Shut up!
It
Shut up!
was, it
You see
was
how
the
y'all be doing?
funniest dude
You see
of
how y'all
the
be doing?
internet in the year of our Lord 2020. Anyway, I thought
Year
it
of
was
our Lord
funny because I just went down the rabbit
his
hole on that
girlfriend would
dude.
have found his phone if
This
he
man
left
being
it
shot at, and
behind.
he's the guy filming knew it was gonna happen. So he's like,
Get your
"Bro, get
phone.
your
Get your
phone."
phone.
Like your girlfriend about to, your
She gonna
girlfriend,
pull
we
up to
gotta
the
cover
magic.
each other as brothers.
No! Oh, not you. Okay. Well, we know you'll cover
That
us
good.
too,
What I'm
but
saying is that was a good Samaritan right there. He looking out for
he
his brother in his
did. He
time of need.
as he's filming, he was like, "Bro," he's screaming out the window, "Bro, get your phone." The
That is
dude
so
gets out the
funny.
suburban,
And
runs,
gets his
and
phone.
goes. Yes, after the shooting takes place.
Lisa, you didn't
I'm
tell me
not
that.
kidding you.
You
I'm not kidding you. I will send you the video. This nigga
see, that's
literally
exactly what
got
happened,
out the
bro.
car in the park
Okay,
right at the parking lot of the
this is
Magic
more
City
serious than I thought. This is this is
and
this is reached
ran and
peak
got his
levels.
goddamn phone. I said,
Yeah,
boy,
that's so
these
funny to me,
niggas in Atlanta ain't real. I don't know what is. I don't know
girl.
what is.
That's so funny. But
Okay.
anyway,
I forgot where we were at.
Donnie Trump, you said he was
Oh,
talking about she was with
he
a
was
gang
talking
member.
big money. He was talking big money, talking about she was a young racist and and that
I don't
she
know what
had
it,
an affair
that is too funny.
and she had an affair with a gang member, gang leader, and that and yeah, she got his butt. She okay, that's what you saying? Watch this. Watch
Watch
this.
this.
Watch this. She pulled that rabbit out her hat, baby. I listen. I'm here for it.
Dang.
I'm
All
here
right.
for it.
I mean, it's wild.
They're
I
waiting for
don't know.
his mug shot to be released,
You think they're gonna
and
release it? They have
absolutely,
to? Okay.
they've released all the other. Yeah, absolutely. But just knowing the fact that you just know what kind of power you have if you fly from another state to Atlanta to go take a mug shot, to sit there and only be there for 20 minutes and get bailed out on bond 20 minutes later, and he's already back on the flight. He's already back on the plane. But let me tell you something, it does my heart good. We even though I don't know what's gonna come of this, I just feel like we're headed in the right direction. Or
Girl,
we sending a
it's
message.
too much.
At least we're sending
Yeah.
a message.
Yeah.
So yeah, Fannie Willis.
Shout out to the good sis. We need Candace Allen on talking about this, man, for real. I
Come
want to know. She
on.
probably could break it all the way down.
What her
What's
thoughts are
going
about
on?
that?
Yeah.
Because she's the first district attorney in Fulton County, black district attorney in Fulton County. I
Shout
don't know if she's
out.
the first black or the first black woman,
Okay,
but I know
got you.
she's the first.
Oh, speaking of black, I don't really. I'm not really giving chiming in on this because I haven't been following. Look, I just got a root canal today. I got one major thing at a time that I can deal with. Look, I'm not trying to raise my stress levels,
You
but I
sound like
appreciate you
Kiki. I'm a
feeling.
mama.
I'm a auntie.
I'm a
Thank you for
mother.
filling me in though. But speaking of black women doing the doggone thing, there's been black women in the national like sporting competitions just
Oh,
sweeping up awards for the USA.
yes.
Shakari
Yes, she did that, baby.
did
She
it.
did that, baby.
She
She
looked
did
like
that.
it was actually
Effortless.
unbelievable.
Effortless.
It was effort. I couldn't even
Did you
believe it
see when
when
she crossed over that finish line and she did that? Like, y'all see that? She brushed that off like boom. She was cheering as she crossed over. She
but
did
she
some
was
kind of
looking back
gesture.
at the replay like did I actually do it because that other girl was in until like the last couple of steps,
They
that other
were.
woman.
Yeah.
Oh, that was, but I love to see the sportsmanship afterward, how those other women just came up and hugged her, were saying,
They
I'm sure,
yes.
congratulatory things in her ear. There was another, the first I think black woman, or the first woman ever to win like the disc in for
Yes,
America. First, I
I
just saw,
saw
yeah,
that.
and then I think there were other there were like two black women for tennis doubles that won
Oh, okay,
for
I
the
didn't see that.
USA. I
I
didn't
didn't
see a
see
lot. I
that.
just saw like some folks posting different things on social media. So I
Okay.
don't have all their names, but I love to see all of that, especially
Mm,
the disc throw and the tennis. You don't, I feel like you don't see a lot of black representation, and
yeah,
other than Venus and
absolutely.
Serena, Naomi Osaka, shout out to her. She's more she's newer. But anyway, yeah. Um, yeah. You got what else you got, sis, on that? Or you want to go on and talk about what we talking about?
No, that's it. That's all. I mean, good. Shout out to our good sis Fannie Willis. When we all in this together, baby. We got your back. We support you, Black woman. You keep doing your thing. And oh my God, Donald Trump. He just recently. Oh my God, just real quick.
Oh, said they
He's a
just released a
fool.
mugshot. I gotta find
Oh,
this.
did they? He's a fool. One of the things that Donald Trump said was, let's see what he said. He said, Trump, I don't know if this is fake news, referencing Donald Trump, fake news or not, but Trump says Georgia DA Fannie Willis is, quote unquote, getting killed for indicting him.
He couldn't have said that.
That was 9 hours ago, baby. That was 9 hours ago, baby. I mean, the things that come out of Trump's mouth,
That can't be true.
they did. Oh my God.
Oh my God, he looks terrifying. I'm looking at it. No, don't put him up here. They might
You're
they
right.
might
You're right.
take
We're not
us, flag
promoting
us.
him.
Oh my God.
Wrong with him? Is he's mental? I'm sorry. Maybe you know what?
He looks like the devil. That's scary, bro.
He's possessed, is he?
Is he upset or is that a demon in there? I don't
He's
know.
possessed. He's possessed. I believe it.
Y'all Google it. We can't look at that too.
Okay,
Oh my
you're right.
God, I
We
gotta
can't
go to
promote
bed
that.
tonight.
Oh
Okay.
my
No,
God!
what I
Even
got?
Charlemagne the
I,
God. Even Charlemagne the God.
I
This is
got.
about
I
to
got.
sell out. Charlemagne the
Uh-uh.
God said this is about to sell out. Trump's campaign will have these on a T-shirt by midnight
Oh, you
tonight. one
already
hundred
know.
dollars a pop.
You
He
already.
said $100 a pop.
You already know. But what I need to know is what kid-friendly movie am I gonna watch to get that image out of my brain? Like, how am I gonna sleep easy
Wait a
tonight?
minute. He speaks out after being released from Fulton County Jail. What has taken place here is a travesty of justice. We did nothing wrong. He's at the daggone
Is
Atlanta airport
he
speaking.
he must have saw
Sick of
he
y'all.
must have saw Tory Lane's daddy go off after that. That sound like
Exactly what
exactly
he did.
verbatim what Tory Lane's daddy had
Verbatim.
said.
Verbatim.
So, all right, well,
All
I guess
right.
we'll see how this
They
cookie
even
crumbles.
have
That
his
is not
okay, they
comfortable
even
to
have
see, though.
Donald J. Trump booking information, Fulton County Sheriff's Office, booking date, his height, his weight,
How? Okay, now I'm interested in that. How tall is he?
address, 6'3",
No, he's
15
not.
pounds.
Donald Trump is 6'3".
Or strawberry hair. Blue eyes.
He okay. I didn't know he was
We're saying this too
tall.
much. I didn't know he was tall either. It, DL he
Mm.
was talking about some 215 pounds. He lying before the trial even my husband, like, I mean, he ain't that healthy. I know Donald lying. You're right.
215, 6'3".
He gonna tell he pulled up like a nigga, like, I'm about 215.
That's what I'm like, bro.
I'm about 215.
If
Nick,
that's the case, I'm 5'5", 117. You know what
yo,
I'm
that is
saying?
so
That's
funny. I don't
crazy.
even want to talk about it anymore. Oh God, they have it everywhere. I'm gonna close my phone because
Close your phone. We have to talk about everything because I got the heebie-jeebies. I need to close my blinds. I don't know who's watching this.
what?
I don't feel safe. You got to keep your head on a what?
Swivel.
Okay, in these Atlanta streets, we ain't playing around with y'all.
Okay,
Now
sorry, I
get.
had to. Oh, that's
Ooh.
cute, sis. Your shirt is cute.
Okay, thank you, girl. Little white tee. I had it. It was clean.
In your white tee.
Okay. I don't know
All
how
right.
to lead in this next topic, the main topic for tonight, sis. So can you?
No, so we didn't really talk about it, of course, in details, but we just kind of and just mentioned, times in our lives where we may have dealt with, backstabbing people that were close to us, whether we knew it, we found out or someone brought it to our attention. And so we just kind of wanted to talk about like talk about a few things as it relates to how you, the people, have handled or have experienced backstabbers in their lives. I think that a lot of people think that they can't, especially if they have known a person for a significant time, that they feel like, oh, they make excuses and just are like, this is just the way they are, and don't really like just break free of that. And so,
That was a liturgical dance or a mime. Remember the mimes?
yes, I hope it's some mind dancing when
Hey,
we go to
mighty
church on
God.
Sunday,
Ooh.
because I'm in a good. I need some of that. But no, just wanted to kind of talk about like backstabbers. They smile in your face,
All the time they're trying to take your
and
place.
yeah, so I really want to just I wanted to talk about this because I feel like there have been a few times in my life where I've dealt with this, and it's not an easy thing to deal with, and it's definitely not something that you, especially when you feel like you're a solid person, you're doing the right thing, I always we always talk about loyalty. Like loyalty is
Yeah.
like high on my priority list.
Oh yeah.
And if I feel like there's a lack thereof, then I'm
It's gonna
the
be
type
some
of
furniture rearranging.
I don't have
Furniture rearranging. Okay.
I don't have any problem with cutting people off. And
It ain't nothing to
I
cut
guess
that off.
cut through. I really don't. I, I swear I don't. I really don't have a problem cutting
True,
people off.
true, true.
And I can do it with the love of God, or I can do it with an attitude. It's
Ooh.
just based on how I'm feeling at that time. The Lord is still working on me, okay? I can't do it with the love of God for everybody. It just is what it is.
And that's just that on that.
But I do want to ask you, sis, have you ever, in your recent years or in the past, experienced a relationship or a friendship where you found out that someone was like a backstabber? Like backstabbing is just how you wake up in the morning and just decide you want to be a
Ooh, the
backstabber.
lowest of lows. Anyway,
Scoundrel?
yeah, I experienced that, sis, but I'm gonna let you go first. You're gonna have to answer that one first, cause
Really? I gotta answer it
oh
first?
yes, tell me now, cause I don't know. I I needs to know about this. Now I need you to set the temperature on what are we sharing, cause I tend to go shoot too far on the list, and I'm like, oh, we was just supposed to be talking about our third grade teacher when she had did that one too, and meanwhile
Okay,
I'm over
I gotta
here
pull a
talking
little bit.
about
I gotta pull a little bit
oh.
more. I gotta pull a little bit more.
I'm
Okay,
talking
just a
about
little bit.
dates and names. I'm
Woo!
Donald Trump with it. Just going too far. You feel me? Ooh, I should
She
never say
down
that.
it.
that
But
God did,
God,
God
but
did.
God, but
I
God.
gotta.
Bleep that out. We'll
That was
bleep
a
that out later.
bleep. I ain't
Mm-hmm.
never been like that man, but okay. 6'3" where? 215 where? Okay, no, I'm sorry. Sis, go ahead.
Um, so I definitely feel like I've dealt with backstabbers in my life, and I know that there are different stages where, you can deal with backstabbers at your workplace. I don't be paying attention to them mofos because
Who
you know
cares?
what? If you want to see me outside of these walls, fight me then. Come on.
Sis, no,
Sorry,
you got you a
I'm
good
corporate.
clean job, sis.
Okay,
Now hush.
never mind. I was just playing.
Never mind. It was
Never
just a
mind.
joke.
Never mind. It was
It
jokey joke.
was just a
But
joking joke.
okay,
Mhm.
so corporate workplace is one, but relationships that I've had, and like I said, I just feel like me and my family we're very big on loyalty. Like that is the bottom line. Like the common denominator. you got to be loyal no matter what. And if you ain't
Yeah.
loyal, you just ain't solid. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like I have had some instances where I have run into people that have just not been solid and haven't been loyal and have been pretty much backstabbers. And one of the things that really kind of resonates with me was someone who I was a friend with first, and then I ended up we ended up working together. And as in leadership, one of the things that I tell people, even though I still think that I'm a young leader, but in leadership, one of the things that I tell people is I would never ever, no matter how much you love your friend, no matter how much you think they're loyal, and even family members, I do not advise you putting someone on in within your under your wing, under your like leadership skills. Like I learned that the hard way being managers to my friends, and it just went south. It just went left, and it really left me in a position where I did I no longer have those relationships.
Mm.
But I think that this one particular situation that I'm thinking of, this person was just an unloyal friend to begin with, and I really saw their true colors as we started, you know, she worked under me, and I was her direct manager, direct supervisor, and then promoted to her direct manager. And I think that she did a lot of falsifications to make it seem as though I wasn't, you know, on the up and up, and I wasn't. Listen, I'm not bragging, but I'm gonna brag a little bit. I know my stuff. I'm 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 nobody's gonna outwork me. My sister taught me that. Nobody's going to outwork me. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that it just becomes disheartening when you put in so much work and you put in a lot of dedication, and someone goes behind your back to undermine you, and you find that out later on, and you're like, wow, that person really wasn't even for me, and I didn't
Mm.
see it. I didn't even see it. I didn't even sense it. Were there signs that I was missing? Was there conversations that we had that I was just like oblivious to and was just not picking up what they was putting down?
Mhm.
But what I will say with this particular situation that I am referring to, this person, I felt like at that time did everything in their power to tarnish me and my reputation and what I stood for and what I worked hard for. Um, Years later, when I saw this person, because we have mutual friends, this person came and literally came and apologized to me and
Wow.
told me, and said, whatever I did, I apologize. And this is no lie, no lie. Came to me, apologized, and said, I'm sorry for the things that I did and any ruckus I caused. And I will say that because of you is the reason why I was able to be in this particular industry and line of work and
Mm.
advance myself. And that gave me some peace to be like, you know what? Even though I knew that it wasn't me at that very moment, I was certain that okay, it really wasn't me. Like, sometimes we're human, and sometimes we think
Yeah.
about like, okay, well, what was it that I did?
Right.
Or is it something that I said? Or is it something that I did? Or did I move the wrong way? Or did I say it the wrong way? And for this person to come to me and apologize and say, you know what, I apologize and I give you your props because of you. That is why I can be where I am today.
Yeah.
So that's all I got. What
That's
about you,
crazy.
sis?
I'm trying to think of in the workplace if I've ever experienced that. And I
Not in
don't,
the workplace. You ain't got to be in the workplace.
well, no, I'm trying to think. I
This
don't,
was a friend. This was a friend that I had, and we just so happened to be in the workplace as well. And I just found out that her friendship wasn't the loyal friendship that I needed in my life, and it was there were repercussions because of
you
that.
don't have to answer this, but when we talked about this earlier, it made me think like like when have I been the backstabber? Have you ever thought about if you've ever like been the one like that it was me like where I was a backstabber at some point, or
Like
like
me in particular.
like I was the one that was disloyal.
Hmm.
Like for instance, I know when I was young and dumb and ridiculous, and like when I was dating my college boyfriend, it was like a season where I was dating him, but my ex kind of fling still we were entertaining conversations with each other kind of early on with my
Hmm.
college boy while when I was dating my college boyfriend, and it was just this whole thing. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I was 18, yeah, and I never had dated. That was like my first boyfriend ever. I didn't really
Hmm.
know anything, and child, I was a virgin until it's been 84 years basically. It was forever, so I wasn't like I was having sex with anyone at that time, but I just knew that I shouldn't have been entertaining conversations with the guy that I had been previously dating. So in my mind, I'm like, I think there's been times where I can at least point out where I at least that was like the one time where I could think of where I knew like, okay, I was not loyal. That was just not a loyal thing to do. And when I was 18 dating and I didn't know, I can like look back to that now as a big grown age and I'm dating. I'm like, I just feel like I want to move. I would move differently just so because loyalty is an important thing to me.
Absolutely.
But and I'm gonna answer the question that you said first, but I just wanted to know like even if you don't go into explicit details, like
Details.
are there even times ever in your life
100%. You know why?
okay
Because we are all human and we
human
all fall short. You know what I'm
period
saying?
yeah
There
yeah
are there just like you talked about a specific moment in your life, there is a specific moment in my life that I know I probably not probably I should have handled it differently and I should have handled it in a better way. And I think about that because I don't ever want someone to it's crazy. I'm just going to say this. I'm a therapist at work, right?
yes yes
And I had someone coming to me about, different people, they'll come to me about just different things, just different life things, different things that's happening and transpiring in their family and in their life. And I'm like, wow, it really puts it in perspective for me to be like, yo, I'm not the only one that's going through just crazy ish, or people that I know, they're not the
yeah
only one that's just going through crazy. We all in this crazy
isn't that a
world
trip
dealing with, and I literally be I'm dramatic, but I for real be like heartfelt, like, oh my God, like
what
what you mean
yeah
you
yeah
going through
yeah
that?
yeah
And you still
yeah
at work? Oh my God, I'm praying for you in your
yeah
situation. And I be like that for real because I understand that life be effing lifing. And at the end of the day, I know how that feels. And I want to be conscious of the fact that everyone is human and we all fall short. And in that same breath, I also want to be conscious of the fact that there are things that in my life, in my 42 years of living, that I just have not gotten right. And I can't judge the next person for not getting what they didn't get right because it's a learning journal. It's a learning journey. And for me, if I can reflect and at least acknowledge the fact that I ain't do that the right way, even if I don't necessarily have conversation or can communicate to that person to be like, hey, you know what? I'm sorry. It shouldn't have ended like this, or I shouldn't have done this, or XYZ. If I could at least acknowledge that in my heart and be like, God, you just gonna have to do the work in me so that I am never in that space and in that place, and let it be well. And if my path crosses with that person again, to be mature enough to say, you know what, the way this XYZ worked out, just like that person gave me the grace to be like,
Yeah.
hey, that wasn't cool of me, and I did some things wrong, and then that's okay for you to be like, okay, I didn't do it the right way.
Yeah.
Because again, we're all human, and so I definitely think there are at least a few things, one or two things that I've done in my lifetime where I'm like, I should have done it differently. And I just pray to God that it doesn't negatively impact those um, who I've done those things to, because you hear so many times about people who are like still dealing with
Mm-hmm.
trauma and hurt from years and years of, this happened to me 2015.
Exactly.
I don't want that to be my story. I don't want anybody to ever be like, oh, in 2015 Alnisa made me feel this way. And
Yeah.
if I did, I truly am sorry. That wasn't my intent. I just maybe didn't know any better, or was searching for something at that time that I just couldn't figure out what it was I needed. I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe
No,
that
I
answers your question,
that
but
definitely I feel you on that. That is so true. I wanted to like highlight that because even as people who hold loyalty to such a high regard, and
mm-hmm.
it's like such precious capital and such a incredible invaluable like character trait for us, even we have had our moments of being disloyal or unloyal, whichever
Yeah.
is the right word. But it really be the audacity for me when people are like backstabbers. So for me, at least, look, here I go trying to justify my backstabbing ways from the past. At least for me, I ain't know no better. But y'all hoes, ooh, my bad. Y'all be, it's the audacity for me though, and
Not the HE,
I'll never let you forget
not
what
the
you did when you had did
HOE.
that.
You sound like Kiki right there, baby. Kiki, do you
Do you
love
love
me?
me? Yes, but no, I've so this the probably the most egregious like backstabbing thing that's
Mm-hmm.
ever happened to me is on
Tell
some
me.
Tyler Perry ish. And I'm gonna just tell it. Like
What?
I know, mama. I know I
Tell
overshare.
me.
But I
Tell
look,
me.
this is what happened to me. They shouldn't have did that if they didn't want me
Hell,
to
they shouldn't have
start a
did that.
podcast and then tell the
Because
world, all three of y'all, what happened. Okay? That's the world.
yes.
No, but really it is something that I think about just
I'm ready. Come on.
I no, I really am. I'm really thinking just years later, like it's been maybe like 3 years at this point that this has happened, and years later I can kind of reflect on it differently than when it initially happened. um but yeah, so y'all know
Say
that.
no.
Yeah, exactly, y'all know that I'm divorced. I got divorced because of a lot of reasons. I was in a very toxic, unhealthy, unsafe relationship, and there was infidelity there. So one of the people that was part of that infidelity was
Oh,
a
ish.
very close friend. So first of all,
I'm just
it's
mute myself.
okay. Okay. So first of all, the part that is be the audacity for me. One is, the person that she's gonna still make faces and say things though. Okay, it's that's perfection, sis. I love this. The person obviously that is in the relationship is the one that is supposed to hold true to their commitment and their vows. So, first of all, you wrong for that. Okay. But I had never, out of all of, the alleged folks who was partnering with my then husband while he was still my husband at the time, I wasn't friends with nobody except for one person who was actually like a really good friend of mine who like I met at in ministry. My husband and I at the time we worked together in ministry, and this woman we like became very close friends. And I don't really make friends easily like that, so to make friends, especially at an older age at the time, it was like, okay, this is great. She came, to Thanksgiving. She met the whole family. She like was really like in really really close, like we would call each other sister or whatever. And it ended up coming out that she had had a sexual relationship with my husband. And came, it actually, you, sister, while you're acting crazy, is because that information got to you before it got to me. And this was actually like on like the day after Christmas. And my ex-husband and I had been separated for quite a while, and I had sent divorce papers and all of these things. And he had hired like a self, I don't know what they call it, like a self help coach type of thing. We had been through so many counselors and therapists at this time, it was crazy. I was like, I can't be open to anything else. But for whatever reason, I was like, okay, he had paid for sessions for this self help counselor to counsel me individually. I saw the guy a couple of times, and he was like, after a couple of sessions, he kind of convinced me to have a conversation with him all together. And we did. So my ex husband ended up coming on that vacation with us for the holidays, spent that vacation. There were crazy, blaring red flags that he was presenting at the time. The whole family was like, dude is crazy. Like at that point, I think everyone knew, like, okay, Lauren actually isn't safe in this dynamic, and if y'all do end up trying to work it out, it's gonna be a long journey, even though y'all been separated for like 8 months at this time. Got back home after that holiday trip. I get a call from this friend crying. This friend suffered from like mental health episodes. So as soon as she called me, I'm nervous, like, friend, what's wrong? Is everything okay? Like, what do you need? What do you need? She ends up telling me, like, I'm so sorry to have to tell you this, da 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 da. We have had this sexual relationship. Girl, when stunned, I don't even know the words to describe like the thoughts that were going through my mind. I was so shocked because she's this her personality and the way she presents. She's so sweet and just this cute little, you just want to rock her and hold her, and she was just like the sweetest little thing. So
No, she ain't.
so I personally could not even believe what was being told to me.
The words that were coming out of her mouth.
Genuinely in disbelief. So when you were saying like how when you start questioning yourself, like, how did I miss the signs? Like, were there signs that this person was that this no signs, no signs. It was the most still to this day, it's like one of the most shocking
Shook to
things
the core. Shook
that's
to the core.
ever happened to me ever in life. And
Woo.
literally what I
And
said was,
me. And me. Better be there. Let me tell you something. Devil, I ain't playing with you. We ain't gonna do this no more. Cause that.
that was
Okay, let me
shocking.
mute. I'm a mute. I'm a mute again.
So legit, after I'm on the phone with her in my room, she tells me that I was stunned to silence, and then the next words out of my mouth was, well, that changes everything. And I told her, I was like, I know that wasn't easy for you to say, so I appreciate you saying that, but that changes everything. All right, bye. And then it ended up kind of compounding because I ended up confiding in another friend, and I told her like immediately after I had like a knee jerk reaction. I was like, oh, she just called me and told me this, she told me that. Cut to some months later, that friend had a conversation with my old friend, and my old friend confessed to that friend that she had had a sexual relationship with my ex. And the person I confessed to was like, "Oh, well, yeah, she actually told me like right after, it happened." And I was like, "Why did you tell her that?" So it was just there were so many things to where at it even today, like, it makes me feel like I don't even want to be connected to anybody from that time period in my life. Like, I'm a suppressor, like a cutter offer. When you say it's nothing to cut that. No, I
We
will cut.
all are. That's not it ain't a
Nobody's ever cut
problem.
off. I don't think y'all. And when I'm talking about cut off, like, when I say cut off, it's like every single person attached is cut off. Like, I remember seeing like close friends to my ex at a concert and pretending like I did not know them. And they were genuinely shocked. Like, we don't even know what happened. I'm like, I don't care. You're not my friend. We haven't talked since I've been divorced. You haven't checked on me. You're not my
You're not
friend.
my friend.
Yeah, it's okay. So you don't
You do
exist.
you, and I'ma do me.
Not in my life. Now that you don't exist as a person in the world, go breathe the air that you breathe
Because there are a million people that I
over
don't know.
there. Yeah,
Yeah,
but I
and
don't
don't
know
bother
you,
me.
and yeah, you're not a part of my day to day life. I have no
Yes.
desire
I just want to
to
say
acknowledge you.
that the what you just shared, I think would inspire a lot of women to be like, you know what, I can overcome situations similar or the same just as you did. I commend you because even though I was ready to go to mother effing war and
Yeah,
burn
you were.
every single thing down, I vowed to burn every single thing down if this person didn't call and tell you
Yes,
and
that's how. Can I?
you know what? Do what you
I
do, baby.
I want to
It's
say
gonna help somebody. It's gonna
this
help
is
somebody.
this
It's
is
gonna help
how
somebody.
this is how this is why it even though I had a disloyal person in my life, that ain't no problem. That ain't no problem because I have so many loyal and solid people. My sister being the main one. Okay, she's the one who I don't even know. Did you DM her? How did you called her on like Facebook or
I
Insta?
DM'd her,
She DM'd this girl. My
and the
sister found
words that
out.
I said was
Did you
not
tell her?
appropriate for this.
Okay. Well, my sister
Mm-mm.
essentially, in not so in more colorful words, basically told her like, you have 30 minutes to tell my sister
Sure
that
did.
what
I
you
did.
did, and if you don't, I will. And she believed you. I'm glad she must have
As
had her
she
notification on.
should, because I called you 30 minutes later
You called
to
me
check
like,
in.
did you
Hey,
talk to? I said I did. I did. I
good,
talked to her. I talked to her. We
good.
talked. And she wrote like a letter. She wrote a letter in the mail. I got it. I didn't read it. I just threw it away because to me, to me, the closure is the way that you treat me. I don't need a letter.
Oh, come
Me, I
on. That's
don't.
a
I
word.
I don't need a
Closure
letter.
is in the
Eh,
way you treat me.
But not that's not the case for everybody. Some people need that
You're
letter. Read
right.
that letter. I'm
Some
not
people,
saying
yeah.
I don't need the letter. I don't need that letter. Do your thing, baby. But you are a backstabber, and that
I ain't got no room for
while
you. I ain't got no room for you, baby.
yeah, while the person that I was in relationship with is the most at fault,
Absolutely.
I had never experienced like such
Betrayal.
in
That is
such a like
like
what they call it, Mr.
blatant.
Jackal and Hyde, like a two kind of
Yes.
you're oh my god,
Twofold.
you're like
Like,
two different people. It was it's
yeah.
literally still one of the most unbelievable things to me, and I don't even
Hmm.
know what kind of work I would have to do to make friends in my older age now because of that type
Because of
of
that.
it impacts. It's not that it's like, okay, yeah, girl, I made it out and I don't have no residual impacts. That still is something that I have
That's a
to,
lot to impact, man. Like,
process. That was a horrible, horrible thing to experience, and I'm sorry that I had to experience, and I'm sorry for
I am
anyone.
so sorry. I'm still sorry years
Oh my
later
God, same.
that
And I'm
you had
sorry
to
for
experience
anybody that
that.
has to experience that kind of stuff or worse. And I don't. I know a lot of people like don't like talking about like what they've gone through that might not make them seem like a little damsel in distress. But my nigga, I have been a damsel in distress. That was horrific. I
Yeah.
don't have to pretend like I that was a strong point in my
No.
life. That was the worst, one of the worst parts of my life ever in life.
Yeah.
And now I'm
That was one of
happy.
the worst
I have
parts in my life. You know what
girl,
I'm
I can
saying?
imagine as an older sister
Shoot.
who's concerned
I
about
got to
me.
fight everybody now.
It
I'm
was
trying to find them.
horrific. And I know probably some people might be like, "Oh, you shouldn't be sharing all that," but it's what happened to
It's your
me.
truth. It's your
I
truth.
get to share it. And if it's something that varies from their perspective, go off, sis. You got to tell yourself whatever you have to tell yourself to be able to wake up
Get by.
and get by.
Exactly.
And that's shout out to
Perfectly.
you. It's perfectly whatever it is. It ain't fine, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
So yeah, you did
You
that to me, and now
scoundrel.
I get to I get
Sorry.
to tell you. You better be glad I ain't tell your name and your address and where you work and all that. So
And,
shut
and
up,
when you go to church.
okay? F
When you go to
you,
church.
okay? Once and for all. That's the
Ooh.
closure that That's really. I should
Sometimes
have
we
wrote a
still
letter.
petty.
You know what? I should have wrote a letter back and said,
You
you
can
know what?
still do it. You
F
can still
you.
do it.
Well, I
Oh,
don't
but
know
you
where
ain't
she
got the.
lives.
You threw it away. Okay. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, private investigators. We could.
No,
Okay.
I
It's
said it
over.
here. Y'all report back. Who y'all report back to the streets. Just all three of y'all get spread the word that Lauren said to whatever whoever.
More said to whatever, whoever. But no, sis.
Oh, I'm
Seriously,
sorry. Oh, look at who
it's
in the
some.
chat. Oh my gosh, that's so true, Auntie. It is. It's very painful.
Auntie.
It's very painful. So, you know, I you know.
That's hi, Auntie. We're so
Hey,
glad you're
Auntie.
doing
Thank
better. We
you.
love you.
We
Thank you for
are.
joining us.
Thank you for joining us. But yeah, I
Listen, sis,
mean,
I just
yeah.
want you to know that you're the strong black woman that you are,
Hey.
and I am so grateful to be your big sister. You have endured and overcome
Oh,
great
sis.
things, and listen, God ain't through with you, baby. Hey, he's gonna continue to do the work in you,
Yeah,
and it
I
it
agree
could
too.
be that you need to share your story so that others can
Yeah,
be released and healed. And even if that's not it, at least you can tell your story and live free, and don't be
yeah,
afraid to do that, because
yeah,
your truth is your truth, and how
yeah. I don't.
you overcome it.
Is how, and I don't think I
Hmm.
think it is a problem when we shame people for just when they're
Speaking
when
up.
they are the
Yeah.
victim of something
Hmm.
horrible for just telling their part of the story. Like that's kind of
Absolutely.
effed up. That's
It's
not cool. So
always it's
I'm a
always two
I'm a
sides.
I'm gonna do what I can to tell my side of things and just let it land where it land.
Yes.
Hopefully nobody is offended, but if you are,
God bless
shout out
you.
to you in your
What you
ministry.
say? What's your ass say, baby?
But God,
Come on, somebody. And the dot dot dot. But
we've been talking for a long time
God.
and we started late. So, and I couldn't find an Atlanta, not to hard pivot here. That's all I got to say
Ooh.
about that. We both been betrayed and we
We
both done
both been
betrayed.
betrayed.
Okay. Now y'all ain't even tell us in the chat what y'all done did. We over here
Y'all
talking.
ain't
Now y'all
tell us.
tell us what
I was
you
trying to.
know what
I
I'm
think that
saying?
was
I
something
don't
that I. Oh
I don't
man,
have an Atlanta thing, but I feel like us talking about you said what's her name?
Fannie Willis.
Fannie Willis. That's the
Yeah.
best Atlanta topic that we could have discussed on this
Nowadays,
wonderful.
you know what I'm gonna start saying nowadays? I'm a Fannie Willis, yo ass.
Oh,
I'm
sis.
a Fannie Willis, yo ass.
Wow.
If I say that, you know it's real. You might as well go ahead and turn yourself in.
Turn yourself in. Do not
Turn
pass
yourself
go.
in.
Go directly to jail.
If I say I'm a
Okay.
Fannie Willis, you just know I'm
Why do
serious.
you have to cock your head to the side like?
I'm serious, baby. You not gonna pass go, as my sister said.
Well,
Mm-mm. Just keep it moving. Just keep it
okay.
moving. I'm
On that
sorry,
note,
my auntie on here. I'm so sorry, auntie. That
okay,
wasn't meant for you.
she don't need to be hearing your threats now. She don't need to
That's
know.
not a
This is a
threat.
good, clean, wholesome
That's not a threat.
podcast, Auntie. All right, y'all. Now, what you have anything else as
Oh,
we
I do have a
wrap
quote.
it
I do have
up?
a quote. I do have a quote. Hold on, let me tell you my quote. Don't worry about backstabbers. They're the people who tried their hardest to find faults in your life instead of fixing the fault of the in theirs. Y'all want me to repeat that? Because I stuttered a little bit. Don't worry about backstabbers. They're the people who tried their hardest finding faults in your life instead of fixing the faults in theirs. I don't know who that is, but
Ooh,
mic drop. I thought that was
I
befitting for
still
the
ain't got no
topic.
mic.
You still ain't got no mic, sis.
I'm going on Amazon. The mic.
Cousin, where's cousin? You gonna have to get us a
Oh, can
mic,
you send
baby.
me the link?
Mm-hmm.
Have my sis send me the link. Anyway,
Yes.
you guys, thank you for
Thanks
letting
for
us
joining us.
be vulnerable and honest, and
Yes.
we want you guys to feel comfortable being the same with us, even if y'all just slide in our DMs. If
I
you
was sliding in my DMs. I got a
I,
husband.
no, I'm not talking about like that, sis. I'm talking about
Oh,
for
I'm sorry. You know I'm
encouragement.
old. I'm
Oh my
sorry. You
gosh.
know I'm
I
old.
mean, for encouragement, if what Nisa said about some friend, not having her
You're
best
right.
interest at heart, and you like, oh my God, I'm kind of going through a situation. I need some advice
Mm-hmm.
from my good sis. Give them your Instagram handle, your TikTok handle. Tell them where they can reach out to you for prayer, and fasting,
Don't say
and
that.
now come on and put your hand in that direction of our brothers and our sisters who
In the name of
struggling.
Jesus.
Lord, no, but for real, let's
Let's
you know
pray.
what?
Let's end it on
Let's
the
pray
prayer,
for
baby.
real now.
Come on. Pray, sis.
Mighty God, thank you, Lord, for this
Yes.
podcast episode. Thank you for all of the folks that join in on the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Our stories have sometimes not always been rainbows and sunshine, but we appreciate the valleys and the storm, because in the
Yes.
storm you've been able to prove yourself as faithful. If we had a
Mm.
peachy clean road, we would have never known the God that we serve and how you
Come
can take us out
on.
of the wilderness and bring us to a promised land. So God, we trust you, and our faith
Yes,
is
we do.
constantly increased because of the things that we can call back to and remember when we were at our lowest, and when
Yes.
people mistreated us, and when we were hurt, and when we thought that we could never make it, and we thought we were going to
Yes.
lose our minds, but we did it, and we're
Yes.
still faithful, and we're serving you, and you've been more faithful to us than we could have ever
Yes, you
imagined.
have.
So God, we just pray that you will reveal yourself as faithful, as comforter, as healer, as provider,
Yes.
as somebody who will keep our minds steady and
Mm.
straight, somebody that'll,
Mm.
even when we're in facing very difficult situations, where we can still go to work and do the things of the day that need to be done, and
Yes,
without
God.
falling apart. And even if we do need to fall apart, that you'll be able to
Amen.
pick up the pieces and mend
Mm.
us back together and make us whole, and make us better than we were before, if we just trust in you and
Yes.
remain consistent in the things um, pertaining you, God. So we just love you. We give you the glory, the
Yes.
honor, the praise. We just pray that all of your sons and your daughters would turn to you in their time of trouble, and
Yes.
continue to cover us, cover our families, protect our
Yes.
homes, give us the desires of our heart, help
Yes,
us to
Lord God.
follow you, even in a world that is telling us that, it's not worth it. But we know the truth. We
Mm.
know that your way is the best way, and we want to do
Yes.
everything we can to not only follow, but to point other people to you so that they can follow. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Because I pray for 45 more minutes.
Come on, for
You know I'll pray for 45 more minutes.
Sure, boy.
I'm gonna
You
have to
better
stop.
stir the atmosphere, baby.
Eee, mighty. Cause he's good.
I'm about to
Okay.
go read my Bible now.
Oh,
It's time to
and
get time to
you
go to
know what?
bed. I got to read my Bible now.
Y'all better get on that Bible app.
Oh, I
I
love
be so
y'all.
mad when I mess up my streak on that Bible app. If I miss a day, I'll be like,
Oh
dang, I gotta
God.
start back at 1.
Don't you even start that. Don't you
Okay.
even start that because that's a whole conversation we need to have off air. Maybe we'll have it next time around.
All right, y'all. We love y'all. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Come back next week.
We'll be back next week. We're gonna be we'll be back next week.
Dang. Oh, it's next week.
We're gonna be back next week.
Bye, y'all.
Love y'all. Bye.